All right, so in this word problem, they give us the formula, which is this one. And basically what we're going to do, we're going to plug in the values that they give us into their proper location. So I went ahead and underlined the red, what that means. So from the top it says the population of bacteria can be represented by the formula n equals n, no, e to the kt, where n, initial n, is the initial number of bacteria in the culture. So remember that this right here, this NO, it usually stands for, that little circle stands for initial, and it stands for the number of bacteria in the culture. All right, so keep that in mind. And then N is a number after T hours. So this is the yellow part. That's after T hours, right? And K is a constant. So constant it's always going to stay like that. K, no matter how many years and stuff like that, K is still going to stay the same. So then they give us a scenario. So when will a culture of 300 bacteria, so 300, it's the NO, right? So let me go ahead and write that down. NO is 300. And then it says where K is 0.068 and a count of 10,000. So count would be N, right? Because that's the total. And then the question is when will it reach that amount, right? So we're looking for T, right? This is what we're looking for, right? And it's supposed to be a question mark. All right, so let's go ahead and plug it in, and we're going to use logs to solve this. So let's say we have, let me go ahead and write it down actually. Plugged in. See if I can use a different color. All right, so now we have 10,000 equals, and it's going to be 300, and it's going to be e to the power of k, which is 0.068 times t. All right, so here we want to isolate this t. We want to leave t so it can be on by itself, right? And then that's going to be the answer, time in years. So we don't know that. How are we going to isolate t? Well, first we have to move things around. So notice that 300 and 10,000 are numerical values, so we can they're the same, right? So we're basically combining like terms. So in order to do this, we have to, because these are multiplying, I have to divide by 300 in order to move to the other side, right? And when you're dealing with this type of math, you don't want to round. You don't want to round, so you want to make sure you either keep it as a fraction, because fractions are not round, they're just a whole fraction. So this one's actually going to come, what I like to do when the zeros are at the end, this only works when they're at the end. You can cancel them, right? So now it's 100 over 3, right? And now 100 over 3, right? And then now I can get rid of this e, right? And then this is where we start using the natural log. So the natural log, the reason why we would use the natural log is because it gets rid of the e. So we're going to use ln of both sides. Let me use another color. So ln, it's going to get rid, we're going to use ln on both sides. And what this does, it cancels the ln and the e. So now you only have this. Let me do it back in blue. All right, there you go. So the ln and the e canceled. So now you have ln 100 over 3. That. And then you plug this into the calculator, right? All right, so let's see what that is. But now the question is, how are we gonna move this 0.068 onto this side? well, we do the same thing. We do order operations, combine like terms basically. So we're going to divide by 0.068, divide by 0.068, and that is what t equals. This cancels, and t equals to that. So we're going to let the calculator handle this. This looks like it's 160 and 100. So let's go ahead and see what that is. Alright, so when I plugged it into my calculator, I got 51.56 years. Because we're working with years, we're actually going to round it to the next whole number, even though they didn't tell us. So what I get is it's approximately 52 years, right? And then I put the units. Right, it didn't fit there. So hopefully this makes sense. 52 years, right? You would only round it to like the 10th or the 100th place if the question tells you, right? So this question, it doesn't say. So I would just round it to the next whole number because years is whole number. All right.